not going to overdo it with the moisturiser, but a little bit of primer is really, really good just to tone down any kind of shine. I feel like primer also is like very similar to a moisturiser, so it will still condition if you've got the right primer. It will condition as well like a moisturiser would. So this is a little bit of both, and this is just basically prepping the skin before all the makeup goes on. So we've got the perfect base, and it's really, really important to do this because everything else that goes on after this determines how it's going to look. When do you like to normally do your skincare? In the evening, morning?
I prefer evening.
I think evening's a great time to do it. You've got more time, you can let it sink in, go to sleep.
Yeah, it feels more like a proper self-care ritual in the evenings.
That's it. So for a very, very natural day look, or going to work look, it's nice to still prep the eye with a base. It can be a very neutral base, or it can be something with a bit of colour in, but something that keeps the makeup on, because if you've got a long day at work, you still want something there, so then halfway through the day you don't have to reapply or kind of add more on. So this is like a 24-hour cream. And I'm taking that straight up to the brow as well because it's translucent, so you can pop that everywhere. So I'm adding a gold cream all over the eye to bring out those natural golden tones in the skin and the hair.
I love gold.
Yeah, and I love gold too. I think on the eye it's so complimentary. And I think even if you're, going to work or you're going out for the day, I think as long as you're blending these colours in, they can look really, really subtle. It's all about how you apply them. If you like buff them in, they'll kind of look a lot softer. gonna do a little bit under the eyebrow, just enhance the shape. And this is a little bit of the concealer. What's your favourite textures on the eyes? Like shimmers, mattes?
I do like shimmers. I like I have a roll on like a shimmer, and I often use it under my eyes a bit just to make them like pop a bit more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's so nice because it's so quick. Just like rolling it on.
It's like those roll-on crayons that you draw on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
But yeah, I love a bit of like sparkle.
Yeah, for daytime it's lovely. It's very soft.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to come back to the eyes with a bit of smoke, but I'm going to go on to the skin. As this is like a natural look, we want to enhance the skin, pay a bit more attention to the skin because we really want it to look super natural, and we don't want to see all the makeup there. We want it to look like a daytime look. So this foundation has a little bit of a yellow undertone to it, and this really helps to reduce the colour of the skin and the redness. It neutralises that out, so it all looks like a one colour look.
So good. Yeah, I've got a bit of redness today and like my acne spots, like scars. I always struggle to cover them up.
Yeah, you can see that you don't need much. So this tiny little bit is just covering up all the skin. I think the instant, like when you've got any blemishes or anything, it kind of makes you want to cover up with a lot of a lot of coverage, a lot of foundation, but actually you just need the tiniest amount.
Yeah, it feels really nice going on. Like it doesn't feel like there's anything there, but in like a really good way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's how it should feel. And with the brush, I think that's the main aim as well. With the very fluffy brush, it kind of goes on a really, really soft. So it's really important to take it down the neck. So the neck is always a little bit lighter.
Was that because I guess of like sun exposure? The face is darker maybe?
Yeah, so the face is always exposed to the sun. It's the highest part of the body, so you kind of always get the sun giving more tan on the face, and the neck is always hidden, so the face is always the one that gets it. The neck is always lighter because it gets no sun at all. we do need to add a little bit of powder after this just to set it, keep it all on, keep it matte as well. As you're lucky enough to have combination skin, your face will be lovely and glowy by the end of the day anyway. Lovely. I could keep going, but we're going to stop there. I find it just as relaxing doing this. It's like painting.
It's so relaxing, the feeling as well.
Yeah. Beautiful. Lovely. So we're going to go for slightly more matte shades just to keep it on. It's very much like powder, but slightly lighter to hold everything on, to neutralise it. Because we want it with a glow, but we don't want it too shiny, because it is daytime after all, and our work occasions. So we want it to be very, very subtle. Just a bit like contouring the eyes. So these are neutral browny colours. And rather than going all over the eye, I'm just focusing on the outside for a bit of definition. And then just one more dust over with that neutral again all over the lid. If you don't have all these colours, you can actually use this part with your powder. So you don't need to have lots of products in your makeup bag. You can literally use a matte powder or your setting powder to create this blend. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to use, instead of a black, I'm going to use a brown. So this is going to be at the root of the lash. So same sort of concept as like a black eyeliner, but it's going to be more of a brown.
I love it.
And you can do...
Do I shower?
Yes, please. That would be great. You can do this with a pencil as well. For if you want to be like really quick, you can do this with a pencil and just smudge it into the waterline. If you want to use eyeshadows as your liner, they just need to be matte and slightly more creamy, so they've got a little bit more definition. I don't know if you've ever tried when you put an eyeshadow on the eyes, they disappear and they go invisible. These ones are slightly more denser, which works really well.
Other than the Hollywood Glam, do you have like any sort of favourite looks?
I think maybe other than Hollywood Glam, I'd say the Bridal. At the moment, Bridal is my kind of favourite look. I find it, it's one of those looks that is slightly more challenging, because although it looks super natural, it's very intentional, and everything's very kind of detailed. So even the cut crease is kind of made to look like it's not there, and the contour is made to look like it's not there. It's a little bit of a kind of put on, dust off scenario, but I love that. I think it's really rewarding seeing the brides made up and looking their natural selves, but just looking their absolute best. I think that's beautiful to see.
Does it take quite a long time compared to other makeup looks then?
It definitely takes a long time. I probably wouldn't say it takes much longer than a natural, probably a glam, like a super glam look. It doesn't take much longer than that. But it also, I think it takes about the same amount of time, just maybe about 20 minutes longer. And it also depends if you've got a trial booked in as well. That can determine how quickly.
I guess, they want to try it before the day and then test out the skin colour and stuff.
Yeah. That's it. And I always find pictures of that look really help, because you can see what they look like, but then actually having a picture of what they want to look like is really helpful, because you want to make them look like their best version. If you look up to the ceiling for me, that's it. But sometimes to see a picture of their desired look is easier than like a picture of themselves, for example. Just dusting that little bit of brown under the eyes, just a tiny bit on the outside. Yeah, gorgeous. Actually, that really suits you, that bit. Just opens up the eye a bit more.
It's honestly so much fun getting to try all these looks though. Like, especially like the previous one, like trying things I've never, like I don't think I get the chance to look like that otherwise, and then you almost can see yourself in so many new ways.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
It's like those apps when you put a filter on and you're completely changed.
Literally.
That's it, and there is so many different looks, and you would never really know what to do unless you kind of try them out and see how you could look.
Definitely. I think we all have like assumptions about what suits us. and what doesn't.
Mhm.
And sometimes just just trying anything and then actually being like swallowing down those assumptions, because it was like, actually this one suited me better than the one I thought did suit me, or something like that.
That's it. And there's always like an evening and a daytime, which I think that's the biggest kind of struggle people have, is converting it from like day to night, but still looking just as nice. Beautiful. So I'm going to tiny bit of blusher. We're going to put a little bit of bronzer as well, just to frame the face. You can always skip this stage if you're somebody who just likes like a rosy flush. You can always go in straight with the blusher if you wanted to. This is just mattifying the outside, which I really like as well. Lovely. So I'm going to mix a couple of blushes. I absolutely love the colour of your top today.
Thank you.
So we're going to match that with your cheeks with a little bit of a pinky, paley pink. Yeah, it's a nice shimmer, it's a powder. This you can actually wear on its own, as a powder, but it's very nice on the cheeks because it's very soft. The reason I do powder right at the end is sometimes you won't actually need it, because once you've put all your blusher on, your bronzer, and it's all powder based, you kind of can skip a lot of the areas that you might normally powder. A little bit on the nose and a bit down the chin. So for this look I haven't gone underneath the chin with anything dark because I want it to be like you haven't got anything on, so this is just going in with your natural undertones. It's like beautiful, you can see it kind of reflecting from your kind of skin tone from your top. It looks lovely.
Thank you.
So I'm using this highlight, really gorgeous peachy highlight, just in all the highlighted areas. So you really could leave the brows actually, because they're already so lovely and full. They've got definition. I'm going to just go through just once to remove any kind of powdery chalkiness. Beautiful. And then once over with a more kind of dirty brown, blonde eyebrow brush. So this actually just tints the brows, makes them look a little bit more fuller, and keeps them standing up straight. This is lovely products because they also help over time to soften the brows, so after a while they kind of look like that all the time. If you look down to the floor, that's it. You've naturally got amazing eyelashes, so I'm bringing those out as they're naturally there already. Don't have to do too much to those. I don't know about you, but I could like do about 10 coats of lashes.
It's quite addictive, isn't it?
It is. And then if you look straight ahead for me, that's it. Don't do what I just did and be all clumsy and fill it underneath.
I do that all the time when I do the bottom lashes.
It's so easy to do.
Yeah, I can really imagine people being ticklish on this bit.
It's unnatural, is it? Something kind of tickling your bottom lashes.
Maybe a little bit.
I feel like they've even grown longer since
Really?
last time I've seen. Yeah. They seem like it's even bigger. I didn't think they could get bigger.
Aw.
Beautiful. I'm gonna sharpen this one. Probably heard of Saw. Saw is a lip liner that's very popular, and it's just that gorgeous classic daytime lip liner lipstick. Kind of looks like the perfect pink.
Is that from MAC?
But that's from MAC, yes. Have it open a little bit. That's it. Beautiful. So I've kind of gone over the lip liner, but that's okay, because the lip liner is always there to keep it on as well, so it's still playing a part in holding it on and stop it bleeding from the outside. But they're so beautiful. I love peaches on you. I think I found a new favourite colour. Beautiful. Just going to add a little bit of powder. So this is really important to be translucent, matte and nice and smooth looking. So I'm popping it everywhere I see just any shine coming through. So it's actually mainly, because you've got combination, it's mainly just the T-zone, so just forehead, nose and chin really. All the cheeks are lovely already. So if you kind of feel like you could lift it a little bit more, like on the cheeks here, so I've powdered it down, but I'm like, oh, I just want to see a little bit less powder there. This is just get your fixing spray. You know, you can get Charlotte Tilbury, there's so many different fixing sprays, and just spray that on the cheeks, it'll kind of bring it to life again.
Okay.
That's it. That's it, perfect. And then you can just rebuff and lift that back off again like that. Perfect. Beautiful. Let me give you a mirror so you can see.
Thank you. You're so cute. I feel so pampered and pretty already. It's the experience already.
Oh, good. But you can have more of anything you like, or less of anything.
Oh wow! Oh, you're right about the lips match. Like it kind of like goes seamlessly with the top I'm
Monotone.
wearing.
Yeah, when you kind of match it all up, everything that ties in and looking a bit more natural.
Yeah. Oh, I love the browns on the eyes, but it's like not so mute that it's like it wouldn't almost be worth wearing the makeup sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like enough there that it's still like someone will look and be like, oh,
you look pretty.
You look nice. Yeah. They'll be like, oh, what have you done with your eyes?
Yeah.
But it's not like full on.
Full on, I know.
love it. It's like the perfect balance.
Oh, so you can...
Hi, my name is Natalie Kamal and I'm a professional makeup artist and hairstylist based between London and Greece. And today I'm with the beautiful Melissa. So excited to be back and do your makeup.
Thank you.
We're doing more of a glam version today, like soft glam. It's gonna look amazing and still enhance your beauty.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, can't wait. Okay, let's get into it. So I've already sanitized my hands. And if I remember correctly, you have more of combination skin.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, nice. So I'm just gonna use some cleanser to remove anything that can be on the skin before we do the makeup. Do you have any allergies?
No.
Okay. Lovely. So So I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Toner, and this is a recent discovery. It's a really nice toner. I like to use it with my hands, so I just put a few drops, and then I just, tap it into the skin, and it just helps to very gently exfoliate, and it's acid free, so it's great if you have, sensitive skin. And it does feel nice. It's quite lightweight. It just helps to prep the skin really nicely for makeup. How does it feel?
It's really refreshing.
Nice?
Great. It smells lovely as well.
Yeah, no, I really like it. So it's just nice to massage it. If you want, you can also put a little bit on a cotton pad and just really cleanse the skin with it. But I prefer the one with the hands. Next, I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. Again, this is a new addition. Always trying to make the makeup kit better. Okay, so I'll also use 2 drops. And it's also a super nice product. It drenches the skin in hydration and it smells very nice. And make sure you massage it everywhere onto the face and whatever is left on the neck. A lot of the times, if anything is left, I would just tap it around the eye area as well. And in that stage, it's nice to give yourself a little massage. Tell me if I'm a little bit too hard on your face.
No, it feels lovely. It's really relaxing.
And my hands are quite cold. Lovely. So you can instantly see how glowy it has made your skin look. Yeah. Next, I'll take some eye cream. This is from The Ordinary. I can't remember the name of it, but I've decanted into this packaging because it's easier.
Oh, okay.
It contains caffeine, and it's very, very watery, the texture of it. So this, helps that we are not putting a very heavy layer underneath the eye area, because you don't want afterwards for it to, start creasing and building up. So the lighter creams you put around your eyes, the better it is. Yeah. Close your eyes. So always make sure, to take your time with your skin prep, because this really makes a massive difference when you apply the makeup on top of it. And it will also help in the longevity of your makeup. And after applying this, you can just massage a little bit underneath the eye area. I also like to put this finger on top of the other one and just really dab around. Next, I'm going to use a moisturizer, my absolute favorite, the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched. I used this on you last time as well, and this product is genius. Basically, it's a very rich cream, but it's oil free, so it really helps to give enough moisture to the face and the skin, but then it also does have a grippy texture, so makeup stays on top of it really well, and it smells amazing. How does it feel?
So nice. I do really like the smell of this one.
Yeah, I mean everyone does that has has it. They
smells
say
like-
the same.
Yeah, it smells like you could eat it.
Yeah, especially in the morning, it's amazing to apply this product because it's citrusy, so it really helps to freshen you up, wake you up. It's amazing. Again, taking our time. If you have the time to massage every single product on your skin, then why not? Like, do it if you have the time, because I feel like it's a nice kind of self-care thing to do for yourself in the morning or at night. Okay. Lastly, we will moisturize the lips. And for this, I love the Laneige lip sleeping mask. So this is another scent. It's called Sweet Candy. So it's very nice, very sweet. I used to have the other one, which was a bit more red, but I think I prefer this scent. Then I'll use the other side of the Q-tip to add a little bit more. Okay. So I use my little mixing palette. Okay. I'll begin first with the eyes because we'll have a little bit of fallout. If it happens, then it's much easier to clean. And I'll begin by priming your eyes with the P. Louise base. This product is absolutely amazing. I'm taking shade number 2. And it just really gives you the most amazing base for your eyes. Okay. It's quite a thick product, so you need to make sure to not apply a lot. Start building it up, and then if you need more, then you can add more. And this will really help to block out any redness on the skin, and any eyeshadow you put on top of it, it will really grip. So it's something between tapping and swiping would work best to apply this type of product. And make sure to get it inside this inner corner because it really helps to brighten this area. Okay, and open your eyes. Amazing, perfect. So in this stage, if you wanted, you can just use some powder, but I'm gonna skip the powder for now, and I'll go straight in with eyeshadows. So one of my favorite colors, and this is a really nice color for you, it's called Tint from MAC. So many brushes to choose from.
I love it.
So So making sure to remove any creases. I'll go with the MAC Teta Tint and remove excess product and just slightly tapping it into the on top of the eyes, just to add the tiniest amount of warmth. So when you start a soft glam makeup, usually it's much better to start with the matte colors and then apply on top the shimmers. So it depends, you know, what you want to do, but that's usually much easier. So that's what we're starting with. And open your eyes. Lovely. Again, removing the creases. So there are a lot of eyeshadows that will go on top of this one. This is just our base color. And open your eyes. Lovely. Lovely. Next, I would like to use just a matte eyeshadow. I'm taking this pale whitish color to just apply it underneath your brow. From here, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury, the Sophisticate palette, and this is also amazing. I love this palette. Usually, when I'm doing soft glam, I like to make sure that it's building up and it always looks as clean as possible. It just really helps to create this softness, and then you can see the structure of the eyeshadow a bit better. So mainly underneath the brows. And in the inner corner. So anything that is a pale color helps to really make the eyes look bigger. So that's the goal here. I'm just extending the pale color to the very inside of the eyes. And open your eyes. Lovely. Next, I think I will stay with the same brush, and I will use the brown color from the Sophisticate, using the other side of the brush. And that's why it's always best to use one side for one color, the other side for the other color, so it can be multi-purpose. This is more like a neutral brown, and I'll start to add a little bit of depth. You know, when you're creating this type of look, you don't have to use the exact products that I'm using. If you have something similar, then it should work fine as well. So depending on how you want to create the eye shape, that's how you would take your brush. So we're trying to always lift the eyes. So I'm starting in the base of the lashes and lifting it up. And open your eyes. Lovely. With the same first brush, with no added product, I'm just softening this. Again, going with a little bit more product and building it up. Open your eyes. Lovely. And look down. You know, we're trying to create this gradual coloring from lighter to darker to even more darker. So again, same, going up. And open your eyes. Great. Sometimes it always works best if you apply a little bit of eyeshadow, open your eyes, see where are you, and then you blend and you continue doing it. Yeah, I actually also really like when the brush is more square and fluffy to really help to lift the eye. It works really well because a lot of people always think, you know, I have to use this type of brush. You can have one for placement and blending, and this is a pure blending brush. So you can always, you have to play around with them to see what works for you best. Okay, open your eyes. Lovely. So I've extended the eyeshadow a little bit higher as well. So I'll do the same on the other side. And open your eyes. That's another tip when you're doing your eye makeup. When you open your eyes and you're blending, then you can see how far you're taking the color. Because otherwise, if your eyes are closed, you can't see how far you've taken the shadow. And open your eyes now. Lovely. Perfect. So, as like last time, I like to give you a glimpse of what we're doing.
Oh, I see what you mean about what you're saying with the eyes, actually.
Yeah, and that's just the base, basically.
I really love the colours, though,
Yeah?
even though it's the base.
Yeah, they're more like peachy browns. They do look amazing on you.
Thank you.
Next, I'll take again from the Sophisticate the darker color, the brownish one, because there's also a gray. Always remove excess on the back of your hand. And now with a smaller brush, I'm going on the base of the actual lash and building up even more the darkness. And open your eyes. Lovely. Yeah, it's very nice because it's not too dark. And then back with my blending brush, it can be the first one. And again, softening the shadow. And open your eyes. The difference is tiny, but you know, that's how Glam is. It's just building small layers. And open your eyes. Lovely. Perfect, and open your eyes. Really nice. I will now use the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. This is also a new one in the market that I've been obsessed with. And I'll take the shade Silhouette. It's a very, very dark brown. And I will use an even smaller brush. Sorry. Like this is the MAC 212, and really push it in the lash line. So almost creating like eye pencil or eyeliner look, but with the shadow. So I like to just stamp it and then lift the brush up. And open your eyes. Lovely. And look down. Yeah. I love this. This is so nice. And then what you can do is you can take your other smaller brush that it's a bit fluffier, and just in this outer corner you just soften it. So you need to make sure that each eyeshadow is completely blended. Like you can't see where it starts and where it ends, and that's why it's a bit more time consuming, but it always looks amazing. Now open your eyes. Lovely. And look down. And open your eyes. Lovely. And look down. And open. And then with no more product, you can always, blend it upwards. Open your eyes. And always back to the blending. It never ends. Open your eyes. Perfect. Yeah. I'll show you even the difference so you can see what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It does
like
make
the
a
pop,
small
yeah.
difference. Yeah. The reason I'm doing it with eyeshadow is that it's softer, and then we can always go on top of it with the liner. The other thing is this usually creates a little bit of fallout, but that's fine because then we can just clean it easily. And you can see the most drama is in this outer part. And open your eyes. Lovely. And again, blending. What's the most amount of time you've stayed to do your makeup yourself?
I would say I'm really quick with makeup.
Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
I could probably do it in 5,
Wow.
but I don't do much.
Yeah.
Really just BB cream and then a tiny bit of brown pencil on my eyes.
Do you like to usually smudge it?
I think I use quite not a very strong
And open your eyes? Yeah.
brow liner as eyeliner.
Just look at me. Yeah. Tell me.
So it smudges quite easily with my fingers.
Yeah.
I do agree that I think like the softer feel of like eyeshadow and
Close your eyes. Yeah.
stuff like that looks quite nice on the eyes.
Yeah, it's usually harder and it's more time consuming. But with anything in general, anything that is like that takes more time. Yeah, I find that, for example, for myself, doing my own makeup is my time of the day where I feel like I'm taking a break and I'm just relaxing. I think if you find the right makeup for you, it just then becomes a pleasure to do your makeup. And I've seen that with a lot of my clients after we do like a makeup lesson. You know, they start enjoying to do their makeup by themselves.
Have you always kind of known the style of makeup that suits you as well, or did it take a while to
I mean,
find
I
out?
started doing makeup since I was like very, very young. So I've been playing with my face for ages. And yeah, now I think I found more what I like and the style that I'm comfortable with. Yeah, it did. I used to do a lot of mistakes, I'm not gonna lie. And it's normal. But then, you know, once you get the right things, it then looks amazing.
Yeah, I feel like you're really in tune with like seeing the right colours for people's faces.
Thank you. I'm now taking a Q-tip and just some makeup remover. You can also do this with the cream, like any face moisturizer. But I like to clean up as I'm going along. Now, if I want to create like a sharp eye, I want to give you this so you can see as I'm doing it. It's a really interesting thing. And it's really useful for most people to see. So, you know, when you're applying your eyeshadow and you're becoming messy, you can be messy. And then when you come with the Q-tip, if you want, you can sharpen it like this.
Oh.
Look.
Yeah, so it's like a straight line.
Yeah, and it just completely changes the look. Let me see you.
Completely.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's amazing. So don't worry. So obviously for you, you see here, if we cut it that way, it just gives you a much lifted effect.
Yeah.
We're still gonna blend it around here, so it's not gonna look as sharp. But I'm just giving you options, you know. Lovely. I'm gonna do the other side too. Which side do you prefer from those two?
I think this one actually, because it kind of lifts the whole
Yeah.
face up.
It's a bit of a different thing for you as well.
Yeah.
So don't worry, when you're doing your eyeliner or eyeshadow, if you messed it up, it's absolutely easy to clean it. The other way you can do it is you can take a wipe and then just put your finger and then just slide it over, and that's another way too. Lovely.
Do you just use micellar water right
Yeah,
now?
this is micellar water, yeah. The thing is, it would be better to use micellar water and not an oil-based remover, because if we use an oil-based, then it will become very oily. This area, you'll have to do micellar water after. So
Okay.
this just, you know, is one step to do everything. And you always want to follow your bottom lash line to know how from where to start. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit more here. Blend. And open your eyes. Perfect. Now, with the brush that I had the darker color, after I've cut, I've cleaned up with no extra product. And with the eyes open, I like to start lifting the darkness up as much as I want. So I'm just doing the tiniest amount in the crease and then blending. Same here. And open. Lovely. And blending. Of course, you can go darker if you want it. Okay, back to the Sophisticate palette again. Remember about how we were saying to keep it constantly as much as possible clean. So I'm taking back the light color, reinforcing the light color in the beginning of the eyes, and open your eyes. Yeah. And same underneath the brow. Okay, so this is just an eye pencil. This is from Rimmel, and I'll just place it inside your eyes. Take your time. So look up and apply. Then I'll give you a small break.
Sorry, I'm
Just
so
a
bad
tiny-
at this.
No, don't worry. I'm just gonna use a small amount. Okay, this eye is done.
Thank you.
I know it feels like ticklish a bit. I know. Take your time. Let's go. Okay, break. Okay, done. Well done. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It does feel a bit strange, you know, when other people are.
I wonder if people get used to it with time, if they have their makeup done quite often.
I would say they do, yes. Okay. So I think last time we did do tight lining on you. We used brown, but today, because we are also gonna use lashes, I wanna do black tight lining, and it's an amazing technique. It will just transform your eye. So it's a bit different when you do it on yourself or if somebody else is doing it on you. If you're doing it on yourself, make sure that the Q-tip and the pencil are always parallel. So if you're lifting from this area, then your pencil has to be in the same direction, and then you keep going forward. Okay, lift your chin and look down. Even when I'm doing it on other people, I like to use the Q-tip, and I'm pushing it in the corner, like inside in the root of the lashes. Take your time. I promise it's gonna be super worth it. So yeah, and look down. Lovely. Perfect. Lovely. Your lashes are very long, so they're trying to twist downwards. If this happens just as you're applying it, just make sure you're not letting them go down.
Okay.
Lovely. When you're ready, look down. Perfect. Let me see. Lovely. And one last time, and you look this way. This way. Beautiful. Well done. Everything else is easy from here. Okay, perfect. Now we'll do a little bit of a nice shiny eyeshadow. So I was thinking to use from, again, the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude, the shade Muse. And I'll use it with my finger. It's this very nice golden color. Very beautiful. Golden champagne, I would say. And open your eyes. Yeah, very nice. You can use anything you like. Another tip is you can use the NYX glitter glue primer. You would use a tiny bit where you want to put the eyeshadow or the sparkle, and then you would put the sparkle or the eyeshadow on top, and it will just make it twice more like, you know, blingy, and it grips better and it lasts for ages. So you can first apply how we're doing it now and then apply the NYX glitter glue, so that would also work. But this is beautiful on you, wow. And open your eyes. Love that. Usually with these shimmer shadows, it's much easier to apply them with your finger. And open your eyes. Lovely. Wow. Perfect. Alright. And let's do eyeliner. I'm thinking of going with the dark brown. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'll use the Inkblot gel eyeliner. This is the brown color. And again, it's extremely pigmented. I'll just use the tiniest amount. Now, because this has dried out, I'll show you an amazing tip that you can do. There is something called Inkblot Duraline. Let me find it. And it's a liquidy product. I did decant it in this bottle because the original one it comes in, it does open easily, so this is a little bit more secure. And this just helps to moisten everything. Like if you have a cream eyeshadow that you feel is not working as it used to do, this will just completely take it from dry to extremely wet again, like new. And you can mix it, you know, with foundations, so you can do a lot with it. So I'm preparing a little bit of the same brown color, the silhouette, because I'm going to apply a little bit of liner and then quickly smudge it with the shadow. So I'm just pressing this in and open your eyes. Lovely. And open. Lovely. And open. Lovely. And then with the shadow, so I'll just create a little bit more here. Open your eyes. Lovely. Open. And open. Look at me. Perfect. And look down. Lovely. And open. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, I'll just give you a glimpse.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love that.
It just takes it from
Yeah, it pops
nice
even
to like,
more.
wow. Yeah.
But it's like all the steps play their part.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you can do like, you know, a softer version, and then at night you can just take it up a notch. Okay. So starting by stamping the liner. Open your eyes. Yep. And try to always never take the liner too in, because I feel like this closes the eyes. Look down for me. So I like to keep it until like here maximum. Open your eyes. Lovely. And open your eyes. Lovely. Now keep your eyes open. Just gonna do a little tail. And I love this brush. This is my Kitco Sharp Angle. Yeah, that's 1.9. So when I do my wing, I prefer to have my eyes open because that way I can see where I'm placing it. And don't worry if you do any mistakes, because you can always just sharpen it up with a Q-tip. And look at me. Perfect. All right. And look at me. Lovely. Because you know, with soft glam, it usually does require liner. Okay, I'll just turn you slightly. I hope the camera can show. So always take your time with the eyeliner. And look at me. And look down. Okay. And open. And open your eyes. Look at me. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I love it. I'll just need to clean it slightly and then it will be perfect. Is there any particular makeup products that you absolutely love and would recommend? Because I usually like to take recommendations from my clients and people I work with.
That's tough, but I really like shimmery things, like eyeshadows, and I have a little roll-on one.
Yeah.
That I don't think it's necessarily the best shimmer. It's just really quick.
Yeah.
To get that
Shimmers
sparkle.
are my thing as well. So to correct now the eyeliner, these Q-tips are from Muji. They are tiny and they don't have the fluff. Yeah, so they're very good. Yeah, they're best when you want to correct like small things. So yeah, I'll just dip it in a bit of micellar water and just correct here little the eyeshadow, the eyeliner I meant. Okay, look at me. Perfect. Lovely. And I'll do the other side with the other side of the Q-tip. Once eyeliner is done, everything else on the eyes are easy. And if you need to extend slightly the shadow, the liner, you can always do it with a little bit of eyeshadow. open your eyes. Yeah. The other thing is, like, if you're gonna use lashes, you don't always have to do the liner, you know, from the beginning perfect, because do the lashes first, and then this is gonna guide you through as well. Yeah, let me see you. Perfect. So we will come back and perfect it if we need to. Lovely. Time for some individual lashes. I'll not do the massive ones because, you know, it's a fairly new thing for you. So I've again decanted the lashes in here, and the glue of my choice that I like is the Duo glue. So I'll use the individuals. Have you had them done before?
No.
Okay. Individuals look very natural, and they are amazing. And they can last for a few days.
Do I
Look down
close
for
it?
me.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't close. Just look down.
Okay.
So I'm using size 9 and 10, and it's one of my favorite things is to use 1 9 1 10 1 9 1 10, and I feel like this creates a very nice fluffed out look. And look down. And then if we want more drama, then I can add more 10s or even 11s or 12s. And open your eyes. Look at me. Perfect. So yeah, I'll add a few more 10s in the corner just to add that lift. And actually, you know, eyelashes are not that hard to apply on yourself. I did do actually a makeup video showing how you can do it on yourself. And it's not very difficult. Look at me. Lovely. The other little secret with lashes is that you don't always have to use a lot of lashes in the outside corner, because that then makes the eyes more droopy. Look down for me. And lashes can really transform any makeup. Look at me. Lovely. Do they feel comfy?
Yeah, they feel
Yeah.
fine compared to when I've tried lashes in the past, and it's like the connected strip. It's
Yeah.
usually quite uncomfortable, but this,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like anything's there.
And very different as well, these ones. So the closer I come to the inner corner, I apply the lashes diagonally, so then it can just give you a better feel. No, I love these lashes. They feel amazing, look amazing. They come in various thicknesses as well. This is like the thinnest one. Open your eyes. Lovely. Yeah, lovely. And I'm just gonna use one more size 10. Oh, you're gonna love it. Are you doing anything nice this evening? Look at me. Yeah, look down.
It should be, really. I've got nice makeup on.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Wow, I love it. Okay, let's just do the other side now. And you know, a lot of people might be like, oh, why didn't she use mascara before? I feel like when you put mascara before the lashes, it makes the lashes very dry. And when you apply the lashes, look down, they don't look very seamless. So applying mascara afterwards is much better, in my opinion. And open your eyes. Look at me. Look down. And when we put mascara, they're gonna feel even more weightless. So 1/9, 1/10, as we were mentioning before. And open your eyes. Lovely, look at me. Look down. The other important thing is when applying these lashes to make sure you remove them the correct way. So you don't need any pulling. You have to use an oil-based makeup remover. Look down. The one that, that you have to usually shake. And then you put a lot of Q-tips to get some of the product. And you just put it on top of the lashes to really saturate them. And wait until the glue starts to dilute, and that's how they will come off. It just requires a bit of patience. And open your eyes, look at me. Lovely. You know, the nice thing with these individuals is you can go as natural as you want or as strong as you want. Depending, you can change the length, the thickness. Yeah, look down. Look at me. Perfect. Look down. I feel like also with these lashes, after some time, because of gravity, they start to go down. So sometimes towards the end, in the finishing touches, you might have to maybe remove one or two. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. And don't be scared if that happens to just pull it off. But just make sure you're actually pulling the lash, not your actual lash. Or sometimes, you can maneuver it with your fingers. Open it. Yeah. Great. And look down. And always remember that when you use mascara, they will become stronger and more voluminous looking. I think one last one. Open your eyes. And look down. Maybe I'll add one more here. Open your eyes. Wow.
Thank you.
Are you ready to get a small glimpse of those
Yes,
lashes?
I'm so curious.
Here you go.
Oh wow! Oh, they look quite natural.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I prefer them so much more than the
Stripped
strips.
lashes.
Yeah.
They look amazing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, absolutely amazing. And they just really elevate the makeup so much. So I'm just stamping a little bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in medium brown, the brow powder duo. Just on your eyelashes, on your eyebrows, sorry. Here, just tiny amount. I much prefer powders because they are a lot more natural. And look at me. Lovely. Oh, I think from now on, whenever I do your makeup, it's gonna be like more glam. Okay.
I have to try out the hair as well.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Perfect. Let's move on to the face and we'll come back to the eyes in a bit. Again, my favorite primer, Hourglass Veil. I think I'm running out. But this just gives the skin like a velvety finish. Especially if you have oily skin combination, this is amazing. I trust it so much. You just want to really massage it into the face. And don't worry about the white residue, it will just go away. And open your eyes. Lovely. Maybe in this stage I'll add a bit more of the eye cream that we had used, eye gel. Okay, perfect. And my all-time favorite foundation, Armani Luminous Silk. I think this would be a great color for you.
Thank you.
So this is shade number 5. Okay. So I will apply a very small layer first with the brush. And then I will go with the sponge. Last time I did it with another type of brush, but I thought, you know, let's do another way so we can have several options. So usually if you're going to an event, you want it to look more flawless. So one of the ways you can do that is by taking a small layer of foundation, really pushing it into the skin, taking your time to buff it in, because it's not about using a lot of product. It's trying to use less and get the maximum effect from it. So I'm taking little by little. Okay. And open your eyes. Love it. Okay, now because there is a little bit, a few of the spots, I'll take my MAC concealer. This is a very full coverage product. And let me take a bit of product from it. So I'll take a bit of the pinkier shade and slightly from the yellow one. And then I'll use, surprisingly, a blending brush. It works better. And I'll mix these two. So this is a very thick concealer, but I will just use this to stipple the concealer on. Because you know, when you're working on small areas, you want to use a small brush to really correct. And then you can just fluff out. So I'm only stippling this product onto the little spots, and then we will go on top of it with some foundation. This will just allow us to use less foundation in these areas. Sometimes it's also better to let them be more see-through, because if you try and cover them too much, they show more. So now I'm gonna use a sponge that I've already run it into water so it can become a little bit bigger. And I'll use the same Giorgio Armani foundation, same everything, and use a little bit on my sponge and start to stipple that on the face. Or like, no, not stipple, to buff it into the skin. So not only this will give you a very flawless coverage, it will be very long lasting, and it will look very, very natural. I'll just make it, spread it out. And I usually like to start, in the middle of the face more. So remember, this is not your morning makeup or every day. This is more like you're going to an event, you're wearing a nice dress and you want a bit of that glam and drama. And open your eyes. Do you tend to apply your BB cream with your fingers, with a brush, or
I
how do
usually
you
use my fingers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fingers are always really good also. I personally don't like doing my makeup with my fingers just because maybe I have a lot of brushes as well. I love brushes.
I think I'm just quite lazy and I worry that I wouldn't clean them often enough.
Yeah, definitely. If you're gonna use brushes, you have to make sure you clean them quite often. Like I clean mine at least once a week. So especially for foundation, maybe after 3 uses, I would wanna wash it. 3 to 5 uses. Okay. We will come back to the sponge in a bit. Next, I'll use some of the Charlotte Tilbury correctors called Magic Vanish in shade number 1. And I'll use a concealer brush and open your eyes. This is just to take away the dark area. So when we apply concealer, we apply less. And open your eyes. And you never really have to apply concealer or corrector very close to the lash line, because that then creates more creasing, and we don't need that. So I used very little, and I'm actually taking away most of the product off my hand. Open your eyes. And then with the other side of the brush that has no product, I'm just, blending it. Same with the other side. Lovely. Okay. So for concealer, again, one of my favorites, Estee Lauder Double Wear, shade number 1C, and C stands for cool. I'll use the same brush, the other side of it, and I'll use the smallest amount in this inner corner. Like here. It might seem like I'm applying a lot, but I'm not. And then just a little bit in this outer corner. And you can further sharpen the eyeshadow with this technique as well. And I'll take it a little bit higher. Like this. Perfect. Now the secret with concealer and as well with foundation, and I think I said this in the previous video, if you want to create more of a full coverage effect, then apply the concealer and just wait like a minute or so before you blend it, and that gives it enough time to set. All right, perfect. Then, you know, anywhere else you need further concealing, you can use it. So I'm just tamping it a little bit in this area here. All right. Until this dries just a little bit, I'll use the Patrick Ta. This is the contour. And again, it's a really nice one. I really like the shade. This is in She's Statuesque. It's a very cool toned shade. And I will also use his brush. It's amazing. And start to really give an angle here to the face. Just a little bit. Same here. So, you know, contouring has to be almost invisible. So I applied it with this brush, and I'll go with my first foundation brush and start stamping it, or like, you know, just tapping it so it can completely soften. And you can see the concealer is already ready to be finished. Open your eyes. So yeah, just buffing this and open. Yeah, now that it has set, it's so much easier to blend. Okay. And open your eyes, Melissa. Lovely. And open again. Okay. So, you know, having the first foundation brush in hand is always a great idea for softening everything else. Just adding a little bit here and here. Okay, perfect. This is the concealer brush. Whatever is in the brush, I'll just use it. And remember about how I told you we will soften this edge. That's how I do it. I take the concealer brush when we're done with the concealer and just go over it, and that's it. And it removes the harshness without removing the actual product. Obviously you have to be light-handed. Okay, perfect. Now for powder, I will use the Huda Beauty one. This is an amazing powder. Do you tend to use powder, Melissa?
Not usually, no.
Okay, so this is really good powder. I love this, especially when you want to really perfect the skin. I have the small size and it's amazing. So usually if you have any pores that you want to cover, then it's a really good way to do it with the puff. Or when you want also this longevity, the puff really does make a big difference. So I'll start to stipple this in. And just with the brush. Okay. The areas that I usually like to do with the puff is, you know, the T-zone, the nose, and the part that is here, beginning of the cheeks. How does the skin feel until now?
Nice.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so I will use a little bit of powder. Okay, and so this is the Hourglass Ambient Lightening Powder in the shade Dim Light, and I love this. It's a very nice, unique color that just really adds a bit of depth, but without making you look dirty. Open your eyes. So make sure you're stippling everything to go up. And it also never makes the skin look dry. It doesn't cling in any dry areas. It's an amazing powder. It almost like, you know, makes the skin look better. Because usually a lot of people are really scared of applying powders because they find that it makes them look dry and things like that. But this one really does enhance. And now for blush, what shall we use? So we have done more of a peachier look. Let me see you. Usually, you know, you can put up the colors next to your face and you can really tell. This is very nice. Like, what I mean is if you hold the mirror and just get a shade that is, for example, wrong for you, so you can see. Even this one is too much. You see, you put it next to your
right,
face and
yeah.
it looks overpowering.
Yes.
But then you take a color like this.
And it's in tune with the rest.
In tune,
Yeah.
yeah. So it makes a big difference. This is a matte one.
Okay.
So yeah. This is MAC. Let me see. I think it's Peaches. What's the name? So this is the MAC Melba. All right. I will actually continue with this brush, my fave Charlotte Tilbury brush. So a little bit of this blusher and just slightly in the middle of the cheek and going upwards. Same onto the other side. And open your eyes. Lovely. I'll now use a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the shade number 3. Just to, you know, lift up the brows. And if you want to add more to them, you know, you can take them the other way around first. Lovely. All right. Now I'm gonna go back to the early colors we used, and I'll use them a little bit on the lower lash line. So MAC Tint, and open your eyes. We don't have to use the dark colors. I'm mainly using some of the lightest ones. And I hope that's not too ticklish. No. And just a little bit of the darker one from the Sophisticate, and only use it in this outer corner. This is completely optional, by the way. If you want, you can keep it as it was before, but this is if you want that extra glam. So with the darker ones, only in the very outer corner. And always have the concealer brush in hand so you can soften as you go along. Open your eyes. Perfect. Lovely. You see it? Yeah, it does look nice on you.
Thank you.
Look up for me. All right. Love it. Next, I'll take the MAC Studio Fix. This is a full coverage powder. It's a powder foundation. What I love it for is in the end of the makeup, wherever I need to add a little bit more coverage, like for example on the small spots, this would work really well because it not only will provide coverage, but it will also tone it down, and it's a really useful way to cover them quickly. Even if you're not wearing foundation and you just want, very quick. Yeah, you see with this one here, you can tell a small difference. All right. It's a little bit here and there. Just make sure you buff it really well into the skin. And it's especially good, in areas that we have more pores, you want to cover. This is really good. Around the nose area. Yeah. Now one last cleanup under the brows. Sorry, I know it's a bit too much, but it does look nice. Now if you want, of course, you can make it sparkling there, but I'm only gonna add some sparkle in the inner corner. And I used this eyeshadow on Melissa last time. This is from Steel, I don't know if you remember it. Just in the inner corner. It's a very shiny, open your eyes. Open. Just normal. Just adding this in the inner corner. Open your eyes. Okay. And open. Love it. And open your eyes. Lovely. Well done. I think it's mascara time. I'll use my trusted L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I always use the waterproof when I'm working on other people because I'm always doing makeup for events and things, so we want to make sure it's long lasting. And I'm using it with this brush. This brush allows me to go very, very close to your lashes without it being ticklish, on your side. Alright, open your eyes. Yeah, very nice. And look this way. And open your eyes. Lovely. And open. Lovely. Look down. So obviously with mascara, the more the better. But just make sure you're separating along the way, because you don't want a clumpy look. Do you tend to use mascara on your bottom lashes?
Not usually, no, because I always end up smudging it throughout the day.
Oh, I see. And open your eyes. Lovely. And look down. Okay. I just usually clean them straight away because otherwise it's really hard to remove it. Okay. Let's have another quick glimpse.
Wow, oh, the mascara makes such a difference.
Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
wow. And the blush as well, I guess I didn't see that yet, but it's really pretty.
Yeah. No, I
Wow.
like it.
I love it.
Amazing. It is quite a glam.
It's
version
glam, but it
for
also
you.
doesn't feel too much at all. It's
No.
really
It's comfortable,
soft.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use on you something different today. It's completely worn off. This is from a brand called Scott Barnes, and it's a bronzer highlighter. It's amazing. It is amazing. I can confirm that. So we can use it with the same brush we did for the foundation, and not only this will give you a nice some warmth, it will also highlight your decolletage. It's a really nice product. It will just add a bit of glow. I feel like this really finishes off the look if you're going to an event.
I suppose if you have a dress on,
Oh yeah,
this area is really important.
exactly.
I should bring a dress next time.
Oh
Change
yeah,
into.
no, I agree. You can also, apply your moisturizer, your body moisturizer first, or even even mix it with this one. It's up to you. Now, because we have done this product on your body, we will have to add a bit on the ears as well to finish off. We want to make sure that it all looks the same. And in your case, if you had your hair up, then you would want to also apply this product behind the ears, because otherwise it will look like you're much more bronzed in the front and not at the back. So these are the small differences that can really show that something is, that you've done something different. Okay, lovely. And now for lipstick, do you want something specific?
No, I'm pretty flexible. Like, I
Flexible.
trust your decision with what
Okay.
matches. I'm not really sure with soft glam, so.
Yeah, we'll do something a bit more toned down than other times. Okay, so I'm just removing the lip balm. And just with the concealer brush, and open your eyes. I'm just gonna take a bit of your natural color down, if you know what I mean. Just add a small dot of concealer to the brush. Okay. All right, so do you tend to wear lip liner?
Not when I do makeup myself.
Okay, yeah. Me neither, to be honest. But I know some people is like they're ride or die kind of product.
Yeah, I don't know, I have quite thin lips that I worry I make it look a bit too artificial if I do lip liner too much.
I mean, lip liner is one of those, you know, I do like it sometimes for a special occasion, but I have to feel like I want to wear the lip liner. Yeah. So I'll use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural. I'll just try a bit on you how it looks. But I adore this lip liner. It's a very nice, easy shade it does look natural. That's what I want to say. It's a little bit more on the warm toned, but it is a really nice lip liner. So usually when you want to make your lips a little bit bigger, you make them bigger in the middle part, and as you come in, you make it a little bit smaller. Obviously it depends on the shape, but that's what we're trying to do today. Alright, let's see how it's gonna look with the rest. Let me see, this is a nudish brown. Yeah, I like that. It's not bad. Let me see this one. Yeah, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury in Catwalking. I'll just try a little bit on your lips to see how it looks. Because with lipstick, you know, it always looks so different when you put it on. Let's take this. I really like the lipstick we had used also last time. It did look really good. Let me see you. I feel like it's a bit heavy on you, if you know what I mean. Like it's not very fresh. I don't know if you agree.
Oh, so it's like
It's
more of a
not
strong,
bad.
like nudie.
Yeah, it's different. It's not bad, but I want something a bit more uplifting. And just Smile. Smile. More. Lovely. It's okay because with lipstick, as I said, you put them on, they look a bit different. And it's easy to change the color if we don't like it. I'm just redoing the concealer thing. Yeah, I think this is better. Okay. So just give me a moment as I'm just putting everything. Alright, I will try now a different combination. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna use. Okay, so I'll take a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury the airbrush lipstick. It's this type of color.
Wow.
And it's very nice, comfortable. Just want to see first how it looks on your lips. Oh yeah, much better. So another way is that you can use a little bit of the lipstick and then go with the lip liner. So I'll do that first. And then use the lip liner and come back to the lipstick. Alright. So this is the Makeup Forever Up and Down Tan. And these pencils are quite unique because you can use them on your eyes and on your lips as well. I am going to blend it a bit. Smile. And I would like to use a more brown color at the same time. Like a combination, you know. This one is called Limitless Brown. Just a little bit to add some depth. Tiny amount. Let me see now. Yeah, I love that. I'm just going back now with my first one. Smile. Don't worry, it's not gonna stay like that. We're gonna blend it. Alright. I'll show you just the tone of it, and then I'm still perfecting it.
Yeah, this one's a lot more.
It has a
in tune
bit
with
of
the rest.
life. Yeah, it does have a little bit more life. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our concealer and just perfect around the lip a little bit more. Or we can also use our thicker concealer, and you will see what I mean now. Oops, not this brush. Got it out by mistake. So I'll just blend a bit of those two colors. And what we do is we come around the lip and we start to really sharpen it. Lovely. So you do it in stages. So you apply it, and then with the brush you smooth it out. Smile. Lovely. Cut. Okay. And continuing with the same thing on the top one. I think actually I ended up using only the thicker MAC concealer. So it depends what you have. Usually with something that is not as watery is better, so you can be more precise. Okay. Yeah, the difference this makes is huge. And I would do that now. Yeah, amazing. There are a few pieces that are a bit dry around the mouth. So, you can always take back some of your cream and your concealer brush, and then moistening things up. But I'm gonna go back with a little bit of the powder too. Lovely. And let's maybe do some gloss. I bought these recently, the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl ink. They are amazing. If you apply them even by themselves, they're gonna last the whole day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I'll just use a little bit on top of this. Let me see. Yeah, just a little bit in the center. And or what you can also do is take some concealer. So I'll use the one that I had on my hand, the liquid one, apply just in the center. If you want to make, the lips lighter in color. And I would do that. Lovely. One last thing, if you're going to an event and you have more oily combination skin, you can use a setting spray. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, the airbrush one, and it's amazing.
Should I shut my eyes?
Yes, please. Don't worry. Lovely. And then I just personally like to use a fan after I'm done with the spray. Open your eyes. Just to dry it off. And maybe, I'm thinking maybe we can add some lip gloss. Or do you prefer when it's more matte?
I quite like lip gloss.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah. I'll use this one from, again, Charlotte Tilbury. Let's see. So yeah, this is just a disposable wand. It's much easier that way. And only in the center of the lips. Yeah, this is stunning.
We always end up loving the Charlotte Tilbury ones.
I know, they are amazing. To be honest, we could have went even without the lip liner, now that I'm looking at it again, but it just all depends, they all look different. If you want something a bit more structured, then obviously the lip liner does make a difference. Smile. Alright. Okay, I think it's time for the final reveal. Okay, let me clean this. Okay, perfect.
Oh wow, I love the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice with that extra gloss on as well.
Yeah, I think it really finished it off.
Wow. It's so seamless, like what you said with the contour and like the blush, like everything goes in so smoothly.
Yeah,
There's
definitely. If you want in that stage, we can add some highlighter if you want it to be more shiny.
I love it though.
Yeah?
Honestly, I'm so in love.
Oh, I'm so happy you loved it.
I can't believe it though, because I loved it so much last time as well, and now I love this look too.
Yeah.
Like I could never choose between them. Like
Yeah.
it's like the perfect evening versus the other one could be both almost. Yeah.
It's taking the other one and just really adding on top of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be hard. As you saw, we corrected things or changed them. So there are ways to correct and fix the makeup. But this, I feel like I can still see you. It's still you, but a softer version. This could also be like a bridal makeup.
Definitely.
With the same exact, things. I don't know if you find the liner and the lashes too much if you don't usually wear makeup. Even though it's new, I think it looks
they're so
amazing.
fine, the lashes, compared to the stripped ones. These really aren't bothering my eyes at all, so
Yeah.
I think...
And there are even longer ones and shorter ones. I just thought today, because it's your first time, I'll just be in the middle.
I like them though, because they look quite natural.
Yeah. No, they do look amazing.
Yeah,
I'm glad
thank you
loved
so
it.
much.
No worries. You're welcome.